squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the #1 team in the land.
Ready to get your ass whooped?
48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And
who's that somebody yourself? Nah, you talking to the... You must be talking to somebody.
And the Bears will kick it off to get us underway.
You might not even score for real.
He'll bring it back from inside his
crazy.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding.
We're gonna see if you got some defense. Oh, for real?
Offense getting set for first down.
Oh, for real?
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. He uncorks one deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the Ducks heading quickly to the line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the ball, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
Unleashes one deep.
Oh, he dropped that?
Can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. Oh, look out! Touchdown Ducks! And they break the seal on the scoring. You want to talk about
WSG Big Bro.
I'm good. Make sure you like and share the stream, man. Like and share the stream.
Into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field. You score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try
Oh, you expected that?
He'll bring it out.
Oh, shit, I thought you was good or something.
He stopped at the 23.
Shit, you ain't scoring.
Where he would have been with a touchback. First down here for the offense.
You get 2K after that.
I can.
Good blocking, good running, pickup.
You got 30 seconds, bro. You don't got nobody over there I'm worried about. Nobody. I promise you. Make what happen?
Please, I ain't got anyone on.
Yeah, I'll hop on 2K. 87, 90. Oh, he got a 98 speed receiver. That nigga got a 98 speed. Okay, I got a 96 speed. We good. We got a 96 speed. We straight.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that
Yeah. I trust my DB.
Running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6
So make sure when you do.
A lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that's a good run right there.
And how about that interior?
I need to see what number this dude is. So I know to back him off. I need to see what number this dude is. What number is his name? Okay, he number 4. Okay. We good.
Stuffing the run on nothing.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered here.
And that pressure just
Yeah, I know it. I know
a
it.
sack for this defense.
I know it.
And how about the defense?
Yeah, you had it all right.
With the pass rush, playing man coverage in the back end, you need to win.
Nah, that shit would have been a pick. You think it's man coverage, it's really not.
When I got a pass rush like that.
Crazy. He got 96 speed out there. I'm not worried about nothing. You got it. I promise you that. He was in a deep zone. That's the thing. You think he's in man. He was in zone coverage right there. So he's going to back off and be able to catch up to him.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well.
I'm telling you he is. And I had a safety. I had a safety over the top. I had a safety over the top. How you gonna do that? Oh, for real?
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing.
You think man coverage the answer?
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around.
No, I said man coverage. What you gonna run?
How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could.
That's a tough shit. That might be a pick. Why did every time I throw that corner out like that, he throws it like every time I throw it? Every time.
By the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot. If that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Here it comes again.
Looking for a man. It's Gabriel.
Ooh, that's a pick.
Fires into traffic.
Catch his ass.
Takes it the other way.
Yeah, that's some good defense. I threw it too early.
Make the interception and then have the return go up near me.
That's on me.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
We good.
He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming.
We good, I promise you.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Your best bet, start running the ball, bro. I'm just shit.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Using his legs.
Yeah, that's a great run right there.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing on the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knows where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be.
Fires one high and deep.
Yeah, there it is.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down. The Bears will line up to put it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive. It made me successful. I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Right.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out. And the defense knows it. They had him double covered that
But the
time.
nigga wide open. What do you mean double covered?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
Oh, okay. You knew it was gonna happen.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this
Man,
kid
just
might
shut
have the
up.
talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt.
You just shut up and let me dock the fuck out
They
you.
love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are.
That's what you into.
Every single week.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
How you gonna do that? Bro, I'm live on YouTube, bro. Live on YouTube, bro. I promise you, you're not whipping shit, bitch.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I mean,
well, that looked like he was going to be incomplete.
who's winning the game?
Defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion.
And after the incompletion
Oh,
on first
right.
down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Takes the handoff. It's James. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about
That's cute.
the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the line. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd down conversions are a huge
They do.
stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Gabriel. Unleashes to the end zone. And he
Bro,
can't
like,
find his man.
I don't understand how a deep zone even plays that, bro.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to get to it. How about
Click
that
on,
defense
bro. Why you ain't
rising
clicking
up and
on?
stopping him short on 4th down.
That aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be
It's okay, bro. You not gonna score for sure.
Shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go up.
He's going to throw deep right side.
Thank you.
And that pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Shut up.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes.
Nah, he ain't got no one.
Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time.
Yeah, like you.
More points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied.
Yeah.
So good first half.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, you want to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Oh. How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do that? You don't got no damn defense. I can score whenever the fuck I want to.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Right here.
Quick pass.
Yeah, and you can't stop it.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baldwin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's not afraid to go deep. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. The 20. And what a play and what a return. Welcome to Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. How about this for a start? Open with an onside kick, swipe of possession, big time risky, and also very confident. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, look out, there he goes! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Throws it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time, he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's up. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about...
Fires toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Going up top on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this? These guys are going for two. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On third down, going up top. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Got it past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Using his legs, it's Ott. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Going for it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And they didn't do it. They didn't get home. Quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. Didn't even get a hit on him.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air. It's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays.
Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He's looking to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They want to get the ball right back here in the 1st half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick. Trying
to start the drive with a pass. Going deep. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Give to the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires downfield. He makes a catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. Coming after him. Rifles it down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the...
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Is headed back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll throw it on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Feeling some heat. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
Man, doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to...
Off he goes! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the...
Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the passing.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll line up to go for 2. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jeff. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And the ball's on the ground.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee you he's tapping his helmet and saying, hey, that's my bad.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good... Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Defense in press coverage. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Skinner. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Running to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a...
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's out past the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
They'll run it on first and goal. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Open space at the 25. Afterburners coming. At the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Daniels. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Fires to the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking for space. It's Neal. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Casey. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day.
Got a lot of running room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Now on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Scrambling away. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He looks that one in nicely. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The corners are walked up tight. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Buys a little time. Fires to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. But you know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Trying to get to it. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. He'll bring it out. It's James. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He'll take another shot here. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
To the air, it's Daniels. Getting some heat. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
Fielded in the end zone, it's James. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And as he throws, and it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
To throw, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. Their defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs.
All by himself down the middle. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he has open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3 as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Got his man quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds and create that negative play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking left. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Settled next to the Willamette River, Austin Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Line gets set. First down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Wiggles free. Trying to get behind the defense. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On second down, they'll take to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. A shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Bulldozes him. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the 2. Barrels ahead. Bounced off his feet.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive, down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. He's off to the races. He's at the 20. Touchdown Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Kyle.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown Ducks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Looking for the two-point try.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. A fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job.
And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. With jet sweep pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And he intercepts it. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Going for the big play. Snags it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quick pass on the fly motion. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! Here comes the 2-point try. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. A 1st down for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. They're trying to get to him. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after... Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! They grab the early lead.
Oregon, number 15, with the carry.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
Successful and makes the score Oregon 8, Florida 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. Ball in the air. intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, just keeps firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's James. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. He fires one deep over the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touch it up. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. 4th down, and the clock keeps dwindling away, and they'll try to get the snap off quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go.
And he'll race it to the house.